Ever since I've had this vehicle, the locks don't go up and down. I mean, every once in a while they will, but I can hear it trying and nothing. I got a replacement actuator, lock actuator. So I'm gonna go into this, pull this out on this 04 Scion XP, and well, let's get to it. To begin with, we're gonna remove this screw here at the handle, and then there's a screw right here at this handle, and you'll notice it right down there. And pull it straight up. Then this one here. And don't lose your screws. And that really just releases it. Last thing is, you're gonna wanna get under here. Now you can get under here. There should be a tab there. Just push it and get it out of the way and go ahead and unplug these. This comes off real easy. Just push down on this little tab here. I say it comes off easy, but sometimes you gotta use a screwdriver to just kind of help, or a pair of pliers to help push down. Oh, there it goes. This one should be easier. Push in on this and then wiggle it up. And this ought to pop out. Want to get your fingers down around the edges here and just give it a good pull. Just like that. One last thing you want to pull is this here. You may need a trim tool. I'm just going to use my fingers, pull that off, and then push up on the door card here. Oh, got one more stuck right here. Oh, missed one. Missed a screw. Here's a plastic screw right here. It's already starting to come out. You got to get under it somehow. There we go. And just kind of pull it, unscrewing and also pulling at the same time. The door actuator is hidden right here. So got to work on trying to get that removed and unplugged. Time to get this out. And you notice there's two mounting holes. One here and one here. I'm going to remove these two, but in order to remove these two screws, they are facing that way. So you have to have your window rolled up, then take a small Phillips head screwdriver, or in my case, since I couldn't find my tiny screwdriver, I got a 7mm with a Phillips bit, and these screws are not in there very tightly. It's right here where you can barely see it. Kind of get the bit in there and then just start backing it out, and it comes off pretty easy. Just don't drop the screw where you can't find it. There's two of them. Now this other one, you're just gonna have to feel for it. Really difficult to see. Got the other screw out. We'll come back over here. I'm just gonna pull up on this. Look at that, it's already come loose. Only other thing I gotta do is, well, I can go from underneath. You see that right there? Just gotta squeeze it and it should come out. Well, let me get it down here where I can easily see it. Okay, there it is. There's that little tab. Push down and it's gonna probably give me a hard time about coming out. Yep, there it is. So this one gets to be tossed, and it says I need right 4. Well, we'll see about that. See if it matches up. It's an identical match. In front right, FR there. There it is, FR, front right, or front passenger. So I'm just gonna test fit it on this. Yeah, something like that. There it goes. And let me just test it here right now, see if it's gonna lock and unlock. So I'm gonna plug this back in and see if it's gonna do anything. There it goes. I have to show you what you're trying to take this, that right there, that actually goes up and down and lifts up that thing. So this has got to be put in a certain way, and that's really not the hard part. The hard part is getting this screw to line up with the hole that is, I mean, you can't see. So let's get you right back here. Do you see, I know you do, see this right here and this. This will go in here. Now it's kind of hard to do it, but trust me, the way you know you have it lined up just right, you put this screw right here and you line it up with the hole that it mounts into, which is not the easiest thing to do because you can't see. So I was able to do it just by feeling around, but let me show you on my bore scope so you can kind of have a better idea of what you need to be looking for. Oh, by the way, when you go put that in, just leave this disconnected, and once you got it in place, go ahead and plug it in and test it out. Here's this metal bracket here. You'll notice there's a threaded hole right there. You'll be able to feel that with your finger. And the other threaded hole is down there. That's where the bottom one goes. So in real time, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to line it up. And then the bracket is right behind this bolt right here. So you just gotta, before you get it all the way in there, kind of feel with your finger back here, and you feel the indentation. I think I found it. And I just have to try to line it up and just get the screw started. Okay, it's started. Let's see if I can feel a difference. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in and just see if it's gonna work if I got it lined up. Nope, they didn't get it lined up just right. So, gotta work on it. Take that screw out again. Just got it in there by hand. And look, it's just gonna take patience. If you don't have a lot of patience, just keep yourself cool and collected. I got it in place now. Took me a few minutes of just being patient. What I did, this is a different one that I have. I lined this peg here, this arm up, and you'll notice if you pull this up, you'll notice there's like a slot for this to go in there. I went and put it in there, and then I put the bolts in there, the screws, and just wiggled it till it started to go in there. Once I had that in there, I connected it, and this is what we have. You keep an eye on that. Close and open. Now I have working locks. I can unlock it with my remote. So there it is. Just take your time. If you're a very impatient person, find somebody that is extremely patient and let them go at it. All right? And everything else just goes back in reverse. Mailman Mechanic, you can do this and save yourself a ton of money. See you at the mailbox.